Yeah, it all just comes down to how much Nico can get from this pet position. He's got no more support. They start walking in. The first tap comes in towards a headshot, looking to find a little bit more. Struggling onto the pick. The knives even come in. A big start off with a knife kill.
Well, that's a hell of a way to return back in the opening frag. Headshots not being landed by the T side, however. Mantu returns against Tapson and gets the advantage back. Such low HP in the back. Alexi B can line up too, and Mantu can steal the last man back for 2 kills apiece for those 2 players that remain alive, and OG claim the all-important pistol. Be able to take some force buys away from Entropic earlier today. Let's see if they can do the same thing against OG. Well, right now the nades inbound. Kills coming in against Searson and Zentaris. Nico and Flamesy able to secure it. It's a 5 versus 3 start for OG.
Re-smoke out towards that short position. Keto misses the timing, even body blocks that smoke. The bomb gets dropped. More T-side players start falling. At least Tabson gets a bit of a trade back, but for OG, they are so aggressive towards a short position.
And they found that opening start and now look to carry it forward straight into the second round, and looking confident in doing so. Tizian does take the scout out of play. Mantu has seen the jump face. Flames just caught out the information so they can flash their way over. Giving up opportunities here for this Deagle. Does get another good hit on Nico, but doesn't find Valley. Unfortunately, the SMG. Galil in. Nico letting them all cross back towards that short control. Fast play coming up from the big side to get that bomb plant. I imagine they'll walk into Mantu with the SMG. Burst 2 on 2 good frags. Alexi B comes up with his FP9 kill. Mantu making it a quadra overall. Plenty of money gained for the CT basis now.
A 3-0 start coming in for OG. AWP up for Sirison. No AWP on the City side. Still taking this a pretty heavy bonus round. 3 SMGs still out in play, but the first shot coming in.
From Nico with a slow jump round the corner, giving up that kill to the T-side line. Alexi B finds a trade back, however, from the longhouse position. Zentaris will burn a little bit. Tizian follows suit. The HE of Alexi B does find Zentaris with the damage being done earlier by Flamesy from Nico. Again, as you mentioned, it was a bit more of a bonus round. Maybe if Mantu could grab his M4, that would be great, and I think that's what he's swinging up to do. Mantu bearing down, ready for the shot, connects onto Tizian, gains the advantage back for OG. Tabson has wrapped over towards short control. Mantu's accounted for this, though. They're going to go for the short plant, so the AWP can't catch that frag.
They need a bit of a fight, and they need one quickly. Mantu could just sit into the pit and wait for his teammates to just get on retake. Oh, Boosting coming up! What a duel!
That was beautiful for Searson. Flames is going to trade him back, though, so man advantage maintained by OG. Can Tabson find the trade? The last player on long is Flamesy. Head domes and Taurus takes his face, and it's all left to Alexi B. 1 versus 2. He's almost looking for that first. Gets him down at 18 HP. Doesn't get the kill on Tabson, though, so the second round will favour big.
They need a flash. They've got to be able to swing on towards this AWP. So much time being wasted. They know the AWP's there, but they still haven't taken the fight onto him.
There's a player at car, re-smoked down to try and block off the cross again. Tizian. Flashbangs at the readies and Taurus leaning up. The AWP gets out of dodge. The bomb plant can be secured. Tizian still playing anti-flash. Nico's going to catch him anyway. And the AWP assists him with 1 frag. Smoke back in the CT side. Buys him a bit more cover. Zentaris gets a trade. Alexi B comes back in, and Zentaris will deal with him all the same. Seeing where Nico is, his jump phase gives Searson enough for him to breathe with. And now Mantu has got to save again.
Nicely done from Big, and I just love how they slow that right down. Even a bit of an exit frag trying to come through from Mantu, but it's not going to be enough to be able to win out the round. Just hold on to that AWP, bring it into the next. And for Big, there was so much time wasting going on, but it still came out on top for them. Zentaris got some really great opening picks out from A as soon as he got that bomb down.
Outside of the pistol and conversions, Big have dominated so far in this matchup. That was a pretty close round there with a decent hold from OG. Supported by the AWP of Mantu. They can look back in from the CT spawn. They'll smoke up the cross of the CT place. Pass that bomb back off as Keith tried to play entry here. Looks like they're going very fast into mid to B.
That's a fake, though. Like, they've still got the bomb and 2 players up towards the short position. Maybe just waiting to see what Keto can find.
They'll find 2 kills on the lineup. Oh, Valde took out Alexi B. That might be enough now, knowing that there's a very tagged up individual over on the CT side, and only 1 player towards his B side defense. Valde still holding on, though. Gets Zentaris. Next up, player dropping over, gets a tag off. Not enough to get the kill. Nico can swing back and try to clean up the rest of the pieces, though. Searson in a 1 versus 3. No smoke to cross back. He will jump face. See them coming, and the no scope just doesn't connect. OG win their 4th. It's all a case of timing. Alexi B aggressive, looks for several, sees Antares, catches Keto as well. Last bullet of the spray finds him. Tabson can trade it back. 2 for 1 as Man2 tried to find position. He was going to burn alive quite heavily. Walks right into it, and I've never seen damage tick by that fast in that scenario. Tabson finds Nico to a 3 versus 2, and Big have maintained the advantage.
That's now all falling apart for the City side. Flames, he can't find anything out from ramp. Valde's now the last one left to clutch, but I don't even think he wants to go for this, Jay, unless he goes out from long.
Well, he is making his way into the long control, but no utility to get him back out on the initial entries. The Creed's adjusting, gives up the angle, actually. Alvalde's forced out another 1v1, but can he find Searson? The York repositioning back over to the short control. Valde got a bait in this first shot, got to do it pretty quickly as well. Sees Searson, but Searson lands the shot and claims the round for Big.
He's just stuck. He needs to take a fight. He's got to hope that at least a bit of a distraction can be pulled away from the short position, but Mantu's still watching.
Good shot on Tabson, third face, won't allow a kill at this moment. M4's also stinking closer, Keto's finally going to enter, but dealt with by Flamesy. Tizian gets Alexi B on the trade, and meanwhile the bomb starts walking up to the site, should get planted for short here. Tizian waiting with the 2 players coming out of short. The flashbang would have connected. Nico peeks ahead of it. Orlan's and Taris now, knowing that he's dropped down, takes that first face. AWP can start facing as well. Catch up on the flank, and Zentaris is so caught out in the open. The kill comes in from Valde, and so will the defuse. Gonna leave it for Mantu on the kit instead, actually. Good call. Be a 5th for OG. Mantu and Nico held back here, and they'll catch off Tabson at the right moment. The smoke clears up, and the kill comes in. The M4 sees heads and bodies of others, tags up Searson so heavily, or Keto rather, I should say, will burn. And Searson still so low at 12 HP. 5 on 3, making it 2 as Flamesy gets his engagement. Nico sees a very low HP AWPer. Can't quite capture the Molotovs, can't extend either. Searson finally gets 1 trade, but that's a 3 for 1. And look at the HP numbers for Big here.
Ooh, they have been able to pick off the player towards CT, and if more frags start going their way, you can start believing a little bit more, but you're right. Lower numbers, get that smoke down towards CT. There's only 1 defender on B. Man
holding it is Valde. He's been pretty good at becoming a major issue for Big. Orp and Searson, got to be very careful. He's got to land this first bullet. And Valde's passive, being faced in upon. The player out towards tunnels is going to take face. Valde takes the spray, and Alexi B catches Searson through the wall bank, through the mid doors.
And that's just tied to perfection, isn't it? You start slow walking into the upper tunnels where there's really only 1 player from that T side keeping a bit of an eye on. And for Tizian, he might be wanting a bit more.
Slow face, gets another headshot, makes it a triple. With Tabson getting involved elsewhere, Zentaris will get caught off towards mid by Alexi, but now got to do a hell of a lot more work. Bomb is on his back, he's without Kevlar and without Util. Just hold those entries, deny the long presence, deny the short control, and yes, there's a possibility that you can get the kill on the player that is on short. And Frank together, seeing the head though, no chance. Tabson doubles up, Tizian with the triple headshots though in the tunnels themselves. I think that seems to be the play. 1 player's run boosted. Only 1 run boost actually.
Ooh.
Seen there on the FAMAS, flashbang not as effective. Nay, probably going to get missed out. Scout does do its damage. Tabson get the kills in as a result. 3 kills for him, 4 kills for him. USP out for the ace. Nicely done. Anti-eco cleaned up. 10 to the order. Big and OG now have the bye. Can catch off T-side presence, but the SMG, the CT forces will not see anything. They finally crossed back, but still no damage being done by this AK. Manic sprays and all. Alexi B finally takes face against Keto, who still wins his fight. And Zentaris is all alone in the back of the site here. He's got to get a kill on somebody, but overwhelmed by Nico's AK. So back to 3v3 we go. They find Tabson and Searson and all, and Tizian stands alone.
Wow, so many fights being taken there for the OG side before the bomb even gets planted, and Tizian even gets caught off from Valde.
Tabson can't find Mantu to return though, so they are doing as much damage as possible here, Big.
Oh, this is a good lurk. Nico's been able to clear out the B side, may get overwhelmed by some of the City players. They've got no idea he's here. Does find that 1-on-1 trade, but Keto's so low now.
Molotov to burn him out of position. Indeed, Alexi B is going to catch him on the spray. Tabson still picks up an AK and gets his secondary kill, so 2v1. They've made this expensive for OG, and I imagine that Tabs are going to be happy with that much at this stage. Grab whatever the util he can. A lot of great reset potential as well for Big, because you can see the money line and what it'll look like after the fact.
Yeah.
Pre-buy, $3,000, approaching $4,000. It's still within the range of HP on Alexi B, though, is going to be the next main concern. He takes his fight, can't quite win it, but also doesn't lose it. Alexi B gets a second chance at taking down Zentaris now. 3 left standing for Big. Taps through from Tizian, and Searson comes up with the orb. Flamesy and Alexi still on site. Alexi so low HP. 1v3 seen there on the short box position, and trying to hide behind those smokes. All 3 CTs coming in from the same angle. Sprays back, they catch the kill. They should catch the defuse as well. Tizian does have a kit. Down to the wire, but still 11-9 for Big. Going to take the fight against the MAC-10 scene here. Alexi gets out of dodge, though, decides not to take a further face back. AWP, Keto can reposition, get 2 more kills for a 3k overall. Quick peeks and picks. Quadra up against Valde, does not land. He does get a leg shot inbound. His second face will end his life. And Mantu now known at 15 HP, overwhelmed by Tizian in the backstab. But Keto, man, his orb.
And they're just running out of rounds is the difficult nature here from OG, knowing that the money's not behind them. Another one of these Glock rounds, and they might just fly out from Longhouse.
That's what they'll do, and Searson's there with the orb to pick him apart. Land leg shot on the second man. Deagle unable to get Flamesy. Tizian's there to try and get the trades, taking a ton of pistol damage, which ultimately ends up in a 3 versus 2. Keto on site, going to be able to respond. Land a collateral tag. Not quite the flick against Mantu. Doesn't matter. Tabson comes up with his frag. The double orbs are saved.
You can make the exception that he hasn't had a great economy in general for the team, so he doesn't get on the AWP that often, and he's on a scout this time.
Keto, another great kill to open up against Alexi. Valde trading back on Tizian. Nades back and forth. Flames is the dead man. Tabson will make sure of it. 4v3. Big.
And now it comes down to the rotators, which are really going to take some time. OG have got a perfect chance of getting a 3-on-3 post plant.
Keto's going to flash in Tabson as well, straight up, does not see the bomb planter. Faye fires the wrong angle, I should say, and Valde gets the trade now, 3-on-2. Late backstab from Zentaris being set up. Keto's looking forward to the AWP, and Valde just continues his sprays. 4k to his name, doing one better than Keto could.
And Zentaris has got no option but to hold on to the M4. What a recovery round after they were down by 1.
When's he going to place it? When's he going to throw it? Not fast enough. Searson does catch one over towards T-Spawn, which will confirm that they're all here on the long position. Nothing in mid. Should have pushed out of tunnels. Nate comes back finally. Lands close against Flamesy, not against Nico, not against Alexi B, but they are doing decent to suppress.
Oh, Mantu gets that kill on Tizian. That's pretty much the round breaker right there. Zentaris just trying to see if he can spam through smoke, but needs another one.
If only that was just a little bit earlier to the spray against Nico. That probably could have been a kill. Mantu with the AWP chimes in, and now it's Searson's AWP that's got to clutch it. Does catch Mantu off. No kit in play for him. And that will be 11 for OG here. A very, very important round for them to win. Big. Not as confident in the side defensive as they have looked in the past, but again, at least it's an expensive round here for OG.
Yeah, very expensive at that. The only problem is that they can't follow up with a buy, can they? Knowing that that was pretty much a full investment in the last, they've got the AWP saved in, they can invest. Just looking to be able to get a convincing round, try and get a bit of money farmed up behind them. And Keto just going to try and see what he can do as a single anchor, but he's going to be overwhelmed so easily.
Matches in, Keto turning away from them, all sorts of utility being thrown out, back into the back corner. Valde doesn't check it, Flamesy does. Tizzy caught off at mid, and now the AWP has just got to save, like there's nothing left for it. Maybe Tabson can sneak away a kill on a rifle. Does see Mantu's AWP. Ooh, headshots. Oh, he got the dink off, but like, SCB peeks in from mid. It's a shame, but again, can't be too shocked that Big would concede this one. Searson at least gets an exit frag.
A lot of exit frags in these last few rounds coming through from Searson, just making sure that he's holding on to that AWP as long as he can. I hope that he doesn't get hunted at all by the OG side, who have got a player sort of out towards T-Spawn. A couple on the A side. They might want to have a little bit of a late crack at being able to hunt this AWP.
Probably what they attempt to do here, and probably they're going to go ahead and do it. Nico does get caught. Players coming in from long. Awkward corner. Molotov does get overwhelmed. Will it be enough? Shots on a Mantu, turning it back around. Zentaris looks for a lot more. Mantu does double up against his name. 2k for him, but 3 for Zentaris. Might have still secured the round here for Big.
Some really good openers out towards that long position. And for Zentaris, that's probably one of the biggest rounds we've seen for him yet. Valde and Mantu just trying to work together. At least they've got a couple of smokes. They can get the cross smokes down and commit towards an A take.
AWP looking in from pit. Trying to look down the long position. Looking to the left on the site itself. Looking to the right on the ramp position. AK trying to fight back here on a low HP advantage. Mantu's also lower. He gets that one frag on Searson and another kill. That's a quadra on for the AC. Knows exactly where Tizian is. Scoops in to land it. And he's clutched it for OG. The nade's inbound. That could catch him. That's the opening kill. Tabson takes Mantu.
And now the execution comes in. Flamesy with a big entry. Get that bomb down out towards a short position. So much utility coming in over the top. Flamesy looking for another double kill. Oh. Not quite that triple, but Tizian finds one. And Valde's looking to cut off the rotations out from mid. Can't quite do it. Back to the 2v2.
There's Zentaris holding a chance in the round. Keto leaning up with the AWP. Caught by Nico instead. And Zentaris all that remains. Kit's in full set of util. That nade, if he goes towards site, could catch Nico. But he's back over on the ramp position. Looking in from CT alongside Alexi. Time's running short. Zentaris making noise now. Can he put the nade on the right position? Can he catch off Nico in the open? Yes, he can. Spray through. Where's Alexi? Where's the last man? Back towards the ramp position. He's got the right angle. Not quite the right placement. Sees him. Looks for the AK headshot. Now to go smoke and defuse. Tap it once. Try win the fight. But Alexi gets it instead. And OG will have map points. 1M4 holding the mid position, ready for the mid to be play, which is what OG looks set up to do. Smoke's coming in very early. This could be a very quick play to end off the whole map up. M4's got to line up so much, he gets damage to the first, kill on the second. Mantu trades it, and the M4 is Zentaris. Struggles to get his kill, does find Mantu in the end. Is tagged to 34. Backup is on the way. The bomber's crossed the site, but it's lost Valde right here. And OG might not be going that far with it. Zentaris lines up 2 more kills, grabs a 3K, and grabs round 30 here for Big. At least 16-14, OG going for the rush tactic. Where's the smoke? It's come up there to try to extinguish the flames. Valde gets that first kill and that second. And Zentaris Keto overwhelmed. Flamesy's in the midst of the smoke. Tizian has no idea. It's a 4v2 for OG. And I think Big may have bottled it.
You might be right about that one. It all comes down to the retake. Both players coming out for mid. 2-man advantage now for the T's.
Focus fire, Valde catches the angle and sees it, it's all on Tabson, no chance, Valde with a quadra, and OG are hyped about that map victory. Dust 2, the pick of Big, going OG's way, 16-14 for the first time in the grand finals of Spring Sweet Spring, theirs as well, to book their spot in Land Sweet Land. And the pistol round goes live with Big on the CT side here. On Nuke, Mantu opens things up with the execution already coming in from OG. Wasting no time, getting straight in with the picks, and the bomb plant should be secured. A 5-on-3 now for the T side.
A bit of a ramp fake coming through to an inner take, and even the nade up towards heaven. Look how much damage that does onto the City side as they look to retake.
Mantu watching with the Glock, seeing Searson and Zentaris perfect headshots lined up for him. A quadra to kickstart himself in this map. He got 30 kills in the last map up. Against these USPs, Flamesy should be able to clean them up pretty easily. Nice nade in. Damage to be done. Get the kill on the first. Not quite the second. Tizian's AK does get back up out towards hell. Tabson traded. Zentaris dink off against Mantu. Keto gets the kill on Alexi B, and doubles up on Mantu as well. Hold on. Big may have found a chance right here. Valde's Mac 10's the only thing left in a 1v3.
I can't believe they're losing so many players to this kind of a buy. Triple AKs now on the City side. And for Valde, not only has he got to get the kills towards outside, but he's got to try and recover the bomb. Keto looking in from the locker's position. What a round from Big, and what a surprising one. That was just an eco.
Mac 10's UMPs alongside the 2 AKs, the Tech 9 as well. Straight in for Flamesy that wins that first fight against Keto, and they're going to go for the early exits out of the side. Tizian's going to get overwhelmed. Tabson gets 1-2 kills, looking for the triple, but runs out of ammo against Mantu. So he's tagged 9 HP. Searson knows it with the USP. Will try face against him, catch that kill anyway, and Valde stands alone.
Yeah, 1 versus 2, difficult position to be in. AWP is able to land a couple of kills up from the heaven position. For OG, it started off very nicely. They're going for one another, those quick upper X's. Flamesy gets that first pick out from the hut position on towards the top of hut, but just not really being able to follow up. Really good rotates coming in from Big.
First frag found. The AWP is Searson looking for the second. Going to try dive back out of secret. Did not see a second T-side member. Might not be aware of the out yard players. I think the footsteps are going to be heard by Tizian though. Tabson being careful about this. They're going to cross. But a focus on Garage. Fire coming back. The CT's trying to aggress back towards outside via the secret control. And from Tabson's part 2. Perfect headshots to make a triple overall for him. Flamesy fighting out of the corner in a 1 versus 5. He can get 1 good pick and a second. Not quite a third though. Zentaris shuts it down. Going to set the smokes up to go for the inside execution very early here. Try to get the bomb plant. Might get caught off with utility in hand. Tizian actually does get overwhelmed. Keto with 2 frags here, and then quick to trade. Doesn't find the player in the back. Nico capped off, and Tibson and Keto still hold their own control. Tech9 runs out of ammo, and Tabson maintains his 2K.
A lot wider on the cross actually coming through for Xantares, just getting exploded out by the flashes. Deal with the first, looking to follow up, and him and Tabson just have the crossfire locked. Bomb gets dropped. Mantu's the last one left. What a round in from Big. What a crossfire being set at ramp.
4 rounds the difference. OG have struggled in this one. I wonder if we could be off to a third map. I know we were talking a little bit about the idea of this being a 2-0 now that Big have lost their map pick, but Alexi has something to say about that. Keto does find 2 kills. Tabson can respond towards them here. The Hero AK setup still yet to get the bomb plant in. He'll try for it. The AWP blind firing doesn't catch the bomb carrier, does not deny the plant. They can get the retake here for Big though, and you imagine that with that kill against Alexi, Volde's now got no chance to defend.
1 versus 3. Might be able to pick up the player out from main. Doesn't know he's here. Tech9 trying to see if they get the bullets in, but not to be. Retake underway for the Big side. And for a very sort of light investment, all they've got is a Hero AK round up for Alexi B. They're able to get a couple of kills. They get a bomb plan in. It gets very silent. Very, very silent and slow. They've got to try and get a bomb plan in and at least play out the post plant.
The door opens up and now Xantares realizes what's happened here. Backup is on the way. He's going to try to fend against it via the double doors. Gets the 2 joules he needs. Alexi B so low. Meanwhile, engagement against Valde. Gets 1 frag upstairs at Squeaky Door. And Alexi's on 2 HP for this clutch. Might be able to find a frag against Keto. Flashbang turned away from still blinds him off. They know exactly where he is now at the vents. They're going to stick the bomb defuse. He will get that 1 shot in, that 1 kill against Keto. But nothing more than that.
A Big just really showing us what they've got to offer here on CT. What a hold again to come out from Xantares. This time around actually in the lower bomb site itself. A little bit of a slow walk aggression coming in towards the ramp angle, but not really committing all the way forward for the City side. Maintaining the limited aggression they've got.
Only a couple of rounds to double digits here for Big and a couple of frags to open up here for Keto and Xantares. Xantares get forced away. The Orpasirson there to back him up. Drop that bomb. And I think he's aware that Valde was also pushed up. Xantares will start peeking with the AK. Look for the headshot angle. He might not have seen him. Incendiary trying to drive him out into the open. Valde is spotted now. Searson taking peek. Good shot against Xantares with the adjustment. The Tech9 gets the trade. Nico is known towards the secret entrance. So 1 on 4.
Just trying to see if he can continue doing a little bit of damage. There should be no way in which he's able to win this round. Even needs to try and take a duel up to Tabson straight away, looking the wrong moment. And 9 rounds up for the Big side, the streak continuing. And for OG, this might have to be another tactical from them. And yeah, there it is.
Yep. Set up how confident they are. Orpin Persistent catches the first. Not quite ready for Nico. Player towards Garage, though. Can't find that trade. Tizian ready for Alexi B. Deals with him out of Squeaky. Valde, no! I thought Tizian got that flick to the head. Keto actually stole it away. It doesn't matter for Big, though. They've got the lockout. They've got all the defense together. And Mantu, 1 versus 4. Just, what can he do? OG just hitting every brick wall possible here against Big. Straight outside of the entries, 2 kills, no trades. Big have finally met some resistance from OG. Gap in that smoke though. Tizian can punish Flamesy. And the Orpamantu ready against Xantares. He misses the shot. Xantares trades it back to evens, and he's looking for more.
And they've even dropped a player towards lower that can come up from the secret position, and if they time it right, they might be an angle where the T-side aren't looking at all. Xantares wins another fight, and now the bomb gets dropped.
Not like this, OG. Perfect entries, the perfect start in the round. Alexi V can get Keto to turn it around back to a 2 versus 2, but now Valde finds Tizian next, and it's all left to Xantares. Utility inbound, seeing the player, and Alexi B wins that fight, recovers the scenario for OG. But the fact that they had that advantage, and it was all still brought back by Big for a moment.
Now, there's a bit of an opportunity for Nico to come back up to the vents and provide a little bit of a crossfire for the Hut and Squeaky players, but it's getting to a position for Keto where he's just going to try to isolate these fights and spots that bomb too.
Dropped it, baits in the AWP shot, knowing where Mantu is. Back up, has, I think, rotated up the vents, or is that a T-side player? I think it's a T-side player, actually. Yeah, Nico snuck lower. Incendiary is out. They're going to catch him off guard. They do get that 1 kill. Tabson there with a trade up Heaven. So 3 on 2. Man advantage still for Big, but they have access to the A site here on OG.
A bit of a wrap coming in for Lobby, and this play could be everything for Saracen. Is anyone watching for it?
AWP in. Scopes up, they know he's there. AK takes a fight towards Mini, and tabseN wins against both. 12-3 at the turn of the half for Big. What a monstrous CT half this has been as well. And like you mentioned, they look nothing like the Big that we saw on Dust 2. This is a completely different side and an incredibly powerful force. Utility already being used to pop open the squeaky doors. There's no defuse kit in for the CT forces. Alexi faced in by CSGO, and immediately with a drive-by headshot, Tizian does get traded back by Flamesy, but they've left a second T-side player up there, which they're completely unawares of. CSGO's already up towards the B ramp, and he gets Flamesy the drop, so Kito's backstab not necessary, but he will cut off rotations coming back towards the ramp entrance. Nico in particular caught first, but Nico wins the fight.
3v3, but even for CSGO, look how close up towards ramp he is. He wants to try and take more fights coming in.
Volde wins out one, Mantu gets this, and it's all left to Centaurus to clutch it. He can't make it happen. Volde gets his 2k, and OG claim the pistol round. So long as they just win round 17.
Alexi's just trying to work with a bit of a gap in the smoke, and he gets 2 kills, drops that bomb, and they've even got a player in secret.
Mantu dealing with Kito. CSN does get Nico to respond. We've got to get a whole lot more out of this. And no, Mantu in with the frag, in with the headshot. Seeing that bomb in the open. Tizian needs a lot more out of this, and in the end, Valde just catches him. No need to worry here for Big. One player towards outside, though, and the all pursuers a little bit too tunnel vision to see him, so Nico can find one response. Kito has been seen as well. M4 takes that fight and wins it. It's back to 3 versus 3. Big giving up these jewels now out towards Mini. No one checks it. Volde's allowed 2 kills for their trouble, and Big very, very scrappy on that. I don't know what happened. I feel like they got way too complacent there. Volde and Nico, the dynamic duo to try and defend against. The third man could be rotating via the ramp position. Is Nico forcing forward? He is. Okay. This could throw things off. If you see nothing in lobby, they could all be coming out of Squeaky. Hearing those footsteps, 20 seconds. He could be the denial force, and Tara's got to check this corner. Oh, Volde peeks forward, gets a kill alongside Nico's follow-up. 2 for 1 on the tray. He's still holding back to the back lines. CT's also inbound from Vents. Nico gets another kill on tabseN, and Kito is alone in a 1 versus 4. 5 seconds to win out every single kill. So long as one man stays alive, OG will get to 9, and that's exactly what they do.
Oh my goodness, the comeback is seriously on now.
Volde sees where CSN is, does take that 1 frag back, and now trade potential looks a little bit dicey with the majority of T-side presence outside, and one player in particular peeking into those. Kito being tagged so heavily. Tizian gets caught as well. Volde can't win a fight against Centaurus, and now the T-side towards outside can start working into whichever bomb site they like to do. Again, Centaurus and Kito are low, so they've got to be careful about those trades.
Be able to at least upgrade those 2 M4s over to an AWP and an AK.
Nice flash in, catches all players blind. tabseN leaning forward with the bomb on his back. Volde looks in with the FAMAS, dealt with by CSGO. Nico's M4 lines up 2 kills, overwhelmed by tabseN in the end. Mantu quickly back here with the AWP. Can't land the flick shot. Alexi V coming in from the backlines. Tizian has no idea. He gets overwhelmed, and tabseN's up to clutch. Gets that first headshot and that second. Hold on. 3 kills to his name. Where's the last man coming from? Doesn't see Flamesy. 15 seconds he adjusts, but Flamesy wins the fight and wins the round for OG. Lands on Mantu immediately, kickstarts this round, but Volde where with a trade. Can he catch off the AK or the AWP again? No, CSN doubles up.
Nico's got to be able to try and fight his way back in. Damage being done onto Alexi, and Nico's really the lone defender out towards main, just gets swung on by Kito.
2 left, Alexi V fluffing his Molotov's going to get forced back. Flamesy does get a kill on upper, but that's as far as it goes. CSN with a triple.
12-3 at the turn of the half. Even if you get off to a poor start, all it takes is a couple of really decent rounds, and it gets you over the line, and that's probably what we're looking at right here. 15 rounds now coming through from Big, winning some really important kills there from CSGO in that last.
Nades back on Molotovs. Try to drive him away from the hot position, but it's just very carefully placed here from Big. No execution, no contact as of right now. They're falling away from ramp as one CT starts pushing. CZ lines up plenty of damage. Kito actually takes out Centaurus as a result of the damage being set up for him. So, 4 on 4. Nico's Deagle. Can frag on Kito, drop that bomb, drop back in towards hut perhaps. He did see the AK's gun barrel. A 4 on 3 with a backstab continuing. Alexi does get caught off guard. Deagle taps forward, misses every shot. CSN trades it. Nico now to hold the side site on his lonesome incendiary out. Tabson gets caught. The bomb gets dropped. 15 seconds with only CSN remaining. 1 on 2. Backstab continuing to complete itself. And they finish off the job. Nico with a quadra. Bit more upgrade pistol bases. Valde could get overwhelmed. Gets the kill back in. Alexi B there to lock down Keto as well towards Mini. So 4 on 3 scenario. Orp continuing to look. Alexi B peeks up from heaven. Gets 2 more frags to his name. And Valde secures Zentaris for only 1 casualty. Valde is on 1 HP though, so not ideal. Tags up in the Molotovs. Here come the T-side forces. Nico watching. Round the corner. Keto and Zentaris so heavily tagged by the HEs. Valde watches. Looks left, looks right. Trying to look for Zentaris and Keto. Zentaris gets in trade. Knows the second player right around that corner. Nico still wins the fight. Back to a 3 versus 3. Him and Mantu are so low. Bomb dropped in the open. And finally, CSN can maintain an advantage here for Big. 3v2. Bomb going down. Will do damage to CSN, but Big have the site. CSN slow walking, quiet walking. Flamesy checking every angle on the site. Mantu now reveals his angle towards outside. M4 on site itself. Tabson peeks forward. They win the fight against Tizian, but now CSN has the angles, and him and Tabson combine to finally get it. 16-13 on map 2. They've stolen OG's pick like OG stole Big's pick. And now we go to full 3 maps in our grand final. Mirage is up. Big and OG both biting for the title, and taps come through to do initial damage towards Nico. CSN looks around the corner as Tizzy and Mantu and Flamesy get involved to start things off for OG and for Big. Zentaris holds back. Mantu comes in the backlines, gets him in the back of the head, and it's all left to Keto to clutch it, but not to be. Mantu with 3. Another multi-frag pistol for him as OG get the start. Wildly firing, Nico gets the kill against him. Not aware of Tabson right around him, close towards the smoke. So 1 trade is found. It's a 2-for-1 overall, and the MAC-10s continue to hunt for the kills. Tabson does get caught. Alexi B with that kill does get flashbanged as well. So Tizian could have found a chance to get the kill back to return, but now he's going to be the last man standing as Zentaris goes to get picked up. He finds Mantu, but Valde there with his trade, and the AK should get recovered, I believe. Or, okay, no, it does get recovered. Good. 2-0, OG. Kill found, started around CSN, follow suit on Nico towards the apartment, shot easy. 5v3 situation, Tabson to wrap over as Keto gets another good kill, and Alexi into connector, and now Mantu and Valde just got to hold on to the weapons.
And for Big, what a way to be able to bounce back. You don't really get too much contention in the first 3 rounds. You get into the opening rifle, you don't even lose a player.
40 seconds, and Tyrus continuing to wrap around the corner with the AK, seeing Alexi drop that bomb. Nico involved as well, and Tyrus continuing with his pre-fire. OG continuing to peek into his spray. 4 kills to the AK's name, and Big have Tabson to close it out. Another round where majority of every single player stays alive of the matchup for Big, and well, this could definitely get better for him as time goes on. He gets another kill here in the anti-eco. Alexi B to fall. So will Flamesy. Tabson cleaning up the other 3 from the sniper's nest. How far will he overextend? Far enough to get the kill. Nice start for Big.
Just what they needed, but now the compressors just come out. They start running in towards the site, and Tabson's just backing up his teammate. Keto falls, and it all comes down to Tabson. He's got to try and fall back now.
Valde flashing him out of position here towards this stairs angle at the CT spawn. The bomb plant can be secured. Heavy tag damage done to OG across the entire board. Tabson's the only player who's low on Big. He's on 15 points of health though, so it's an easy trade. Valde just going to wait. They haven't checked the front corner, and he gets 2 kills. Not quite the triple. Tizian looking for a triple of his own and a 1v3 clutch. Orpa to face next here towards connector control, and Mantu holds discipline and confident. Gets his kill back in, and OG defend the lead. The double ops in for Big here immediately to respond to OG's offensive. Tabson instantly peeks into mid, gets the kill on Alexi. The AWP of Mantu can't get the trade, and Tabson's still sticking around for more. Flash is a bit mistimed, so he does get blinded off. Smoke down, AWP ready for CSN, doesn't need the full-on shot. Tabson gets the kill. Nico striking back from Palace though, finds 2 players, both of them out of the connector control. We're back to 3v3 already. Running out, footsteps heard, instant response from Big. How much can he find? Close range against the low HP. Orpa lines up on Valde, as again they peek back into the crosshair of the CT defense, and Tizian holds down the 1v3 defense. Mantu's Orb still holding back in the backline's bomb plant. Can't be denied. It's back behind the danger boxes. Alexi will get tagged. They have seen the player at stairs though. Flamesy traded Lexi. No, Mantu swings back with the Orb pick to a 3v2. Tagged heavily on the T side. Searson's Orb can strike on Alexi. Back to evens they go. Still going to get to the site with only one kill on Tizian, and he drops immediately to Mantu's flick. Such low HP. The Incendiary should find him. The USP finishes off the job, and the bomb now in the open. Searson, no kit, tapping the 10 seconds, sticking the whole thing. Nico trying to peek forward the shoulder. The Orp's on lock, but Nico still wins the fight, and OG continue to contest.
And now that setup's the backstab, and you've got to wonder for Searson, how late can this come in? Because at the same time, he's got a ward not to make noise, but they need him now.
Mac 10 does get that headshot in against Tabson. Back to evens we go, and the Orpa Searson adjusts against Mantu. Smokes back down towards ramp. Volde holding back at Tetris. That bomb is still in the open. He'll be sprayed up, and no bullets land. He can't get Centaurus. Eventually turns around to finish the job he started, with Alexi fighting Tizian down to the wire there for OG on both the numbers game and the HP advantage. Yeah, he's actually going to regress towards Sandwich so far, actually. This could get a little bit interesting depending on how forward he wants to go here. He's backed up in the corner, actually. And yeah, utility here comes. Centaurus knows what's going on. Mansu with the orb will peek out to the open sea. Nothing. Flamesy with the bomb on his back gets caught. Keto follows suit with the orb pick. Mansu with a 1v5. He's got that first kill. Will not find the second. Will not find the round. Big back within one. Now he's got a back up towards CT. Palace compromise, he sprayed up to 15. Nico to 16 though, leg by the Orpa. Taps him with the AK out jungle. Volde with a dry face, does get shoulder shot, but does find the headshot to return it to the man advantage for OG. Backstab inbound, Nico shuts it down. And the Orpa here, Keto, doesn't go for the wallbang shot, cannot deny the bomb plant as a result. And from here, I imagine big save.
Yeah, they can hear them saving. Valde's telling them, yeah, they're getting out of it. We can try and go hunting. AWP falls. And now they even know that Keto's out towards CT. They know where the last player is. This AWP is going to struggle to stay alive. At least find that one connection shot. But what a play that was from Nico out from Palace. Find that first connection, put that smoke down, do further damage, and then even follow up with a secondary kill.
Yeah, after he got legged by Searson as well. So much impact out towards the Palace entrance, and now Nico's going to hunt for his triple. Out towards the apartment's face. You see the leg of Alexi perhaps? Alexi's going to see him first. Spray secured, 5v3. No damage done to OG so far. Big getting a little bit too aggressive, and they're just not finding the frags for it here. Orpana starting to rotate. Flame Z still catches the headshot of Centaurus. Tight angle to hold. 2 players left, 1 player left. And OG, well, looking like they're going to get a 9-6 here on T side to gain the advantage going into the second half of Mirage. Will that shake big? Will this advantage be enough for OG to take the championship? You already use one flash to get into the mid position, and the smoke goes down towards Connector instead of Connector jungles. And Taurus trying to provide support here as the majority of their forces out here on the right-hand side. Bomb plant can be secured. Volde peeks forward, though, does temporarily deny the bomb plant. Alexi following suit on tabs, and drops the bomb for good here. 3 versus 2 as Searson disables Mantu. Takes out that headshot back. Centaurus now focusing with the P250. Needs to land some sort of impact here. He's one of the high fraggers. And Searson going falling leaves him all of it to do. 1 on 3. 1 headshot found. Sees Nico as well doing tags against both the players, but in the end, the numbers game gets to big, and OG get to 10. Now Flamesy here with the SMG. Close range against 2 players of his own right. Gets that 1 player to drop. Grab that bomb on Tizian. Now entering into the site for a 3 versus 3. Mantu is held back towards CT. His own HP advantage. They need to get some backup towards him. Volde facing. From us out for Centaurus, watching from jungle. Searson gets a pick. Volde trades it back to evens again. And Big are holding their own here. But OG constantly making sure the man advantage does not favour them. 20 seconds now ticking to 15. Tizian, bomb plant, could be denied by Mantu. Swing up. Oh, a hair too late. And now Searson has a chance. 3 kills to his name, switches back to the scout, goes back to Connector control.
Just trying to get eyes onto that bomb, get that scout out, try to even get the 4K overall. The tag comes through, and the follow-up shot does. And another clutch coming through for the big side.
10-7, rebuy in on the force up for OG. Deagles and Scouts in play for them this time, but they are holding close range positions above that smoke. They see Searson, they can't catch the full-blown kill on him. 2 players left towards the site. Nico found Alexi being lands a headshot on Tabson, and Volde follows suit as well. Alexi lands 2 headshots, in fact. Is going to get forced back, but it's a 4-on-2 advantage for OG.
And now they can just play the numbers game, get that scout in passive, try and see if they can get some more kills. Alexi with the scout is just tagging them up, keeps getting these headshots in, and Xantares is even getting peeked in from behind. 2 players out for the apartments. What a round in from OG. Back and forth, back and forth. Alexi with the scout. We almost never see plays like that from him.
Start looking on towards that A site control. 2 players to defend it for OG in 35 seconds for Big to make the execution happen. They have got no U2. It's just going to be dry facing. Xantares, his head has been seen. Alexi is going to get forced back. Burst through the AKs. The Eagle on Alexi. Flames, he comes up with a Galil. It looks like everyone's ripped apart here for the T side. 1 AK drop recovered by Flamesy very, very quickly here. Or pixels the difference. Neither player saw each other. That could be the opening kill, or it could be glorious. Tapson strikes on Volde instead. Alexi gets the trade, but it's all a ruse here. They're going towards the B side, but the CTs have read it. OG had 3 players to hold this off. Nades tagging Tizian. Mantu holding with a scout shot to tag up Keto. Nico deals with Xantares on short control and looks for a double. Flamesy turns his AK up against Tizian, and Searson's got to save the glass cannon orb. OG. Perfect reads, and Big, they're bottling it again here, Dweg.
That may be the most incredible read we've seen in the entire Grand Finals.
Down to the half-by basis around the AWP. Searson's probably looking to save into the next round as well, because he can't afford it going into the next. AK's immediately taking him out, though, and the M4s, the AWPs bear down upon Big here. Keto picks that up, turns it on Alexi B at least, but that's 1 kill out of 4. The other 3 found by OG. And just a minute to 30 to go. Like, there's just so much action in the first few seconds. You can already see that OG are probably taking this round.
And they don't really contest out from mid. And the one round they do is when Big just run a heavy default towards top mid. They lose a lot out of it. Aggression even coming out towards the end of the apartments. That drops the bomb. Keto's now in a 1 versus 3.
Keto with his deagle. Valde is just behind the stairs. Will he check it? He'll have to. No. Valde with a headshot. Force these players out with the smokes coming down. Taps him with the Krieg. Volde gets tagged to 27 here. Mansu with the AWP frag. Flamesy follows suit on Tapson. Tizian with his trades, and Taurus caught out. Both players trying to enter here towards ramp and Palace. Alexi still on site, though his M4 has been seen by Xantares. That's 1 more pick back to a single man advantage, but Mantu lands his shot. The AK gets 2 lineups. 3 kills for Xantares now. Got a challenge on Mantu. Pistols out the AK spray. Comes together for the 4K, and Big. Time is so low. Here comes the util. Molotov's in, I think that landed top of the wood. Tapson gets his frag. Volde gets caught off. 2 massive picks to open, but Alexi could still shut this round down. He doesn't. Through the smokes, and Taurus taps up his head, and Searson deals with the AWP on rotation. Big fighting from the back walls now, holding control. The Eagle facing on the site, sees his 1 man, does do some tag damage to Xantares. Searson also gets tagged. Ooh, they line up a good couple of kills. Nico and Flamesy. Flamesy's got 2 picks. It's a 4 versus 2. No! Not like this, Big! We waited so long to watch you concede and play a single round. 1 frag found for Tizian, but Nico's got it. And that is a heartbreaking way to end it all for Big. OG 2-1 in this series, and they are taking Spring Sweet Spring.
Unbelievable. What a comical end to the best of 3. But honestly, Jay, to break it down, what a performance coming out from OG. The champions